Another live show. And now this live show, just out walking around trying to getting ready to smoke some ribs. So I got to have the pre-rib walk. So let's go ahead and get rolling here. I want to thank everyone again, the previous live show, for your super chats. A great way to support my channel. I am an independent YouTube channel, meaning that I don't have a big marketing budget. I don't have all those fancy people going in and looking at the metrics and everything for me. I got to do it all myself. So it's your viewership, your subscriptions, your super chats, you buying my merchandise and all of that makes this doable. So keep it coming. Really thrilled by the support that I continue to receive from all y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing it's barbecue season. The weather is nice in a lot of parts of the world, so it's barbecue season. So I've got a new thermometer, and it's a wireless thermometer. It's got a 650 foot range, so be able to monitor the internal temperature of the meat, be able to monitor the ambient temperature inside the smoker from up to 650 feet away. So that's going to be super cool. That video is in progress. I mean, honestly, I gotta plug it into my grill and get that video filmed before I can upload the video. But I've got the unboxing video, and it's already been filmed and edited. So Cal Seth, what's up, man? What is up? Thank you. Hey, thanks again for that super chat last time. That was awesome, and everybody got a ton of super chats, and that's what matters. Yeah. So what's everybody up to today? It's grilling. It's barbecue weather. Time to smoke some meat. Gonna smoke some ribs. Gonna smoke some chicken wings. Actually, it's gonna be a smoke and then an air fry. So you get actually, let me step back from that. It's gonna be a pre-bake, and then it's gonna be a smoke, and then it's gonna be an air fry. So you get the flavor penetration and tenderness on the inside from the pre-bake. You get the hickory flavor from the smoke, and then you get the crispiness from the air fryer. Yeah, we're talking about grills. Yeah, those Traegers are nice, man. Now they're a little expensive, but yeah, they're nice. I'm using, and I go around the block with grills. I've used a lot of Dynaglow grills. Had really good success with them. Currently, I'm using a Weber, just a standard Weber kettle that I modified that has cast iron grates with a removable center insert. So I'm able to replenish my hickory and my charcoal for extended smokes. But if I just want to use it for a grill, I don't have to replenish the charcoal. I grill my burgers, I grill my steak, I grill my chicken, and I don't have to replenish it for that. But for smokes, like today, smoking ribs, I'm gonna have to replenish those chips. I'm gonna start out with hickory, and then I'm going to segue into apple juice, or applewood rather, and obviously spritzing them periodically with apple juice. Yeah, Weber's are classic. And the thing with grills, man, there's so many grills that one can choose from. And the problem I found is that, I hate this phrase, at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, pretty much what matters is, the temperature regulation, the source that you're cooking over, preferably wood. And if your heat source is charcoal, that's good. Charcoal and some hickory, or charcoal and apple wood, or maybe an electric smoker that you're only using wood for the flavor. But I mean, really all a grill is or smoker is just it's a matter of regulating the temperature and then whatever type of wood that you're using to flavor it, and obviously making sure you properly I use cherry or apple wood for my ribs, then a tequila lime. That sounds really good. Cody says, just started to get into watches. I'm a pocket knife guy. Do you carry any other specific? Let's see, hold on. Sorry, I'm walking, so I got to read this. Just started getting into watches. I'm a pocket knife guy. Do you carry any other specific gear outside of a watch? Oh yeah, man. I mean, depends on where you are, and you got to check your regulations. But you know, something that I always carry is if I'm in a permissible area. That's sketchy. There's like somebody's insurance card down here on the street. I'm not going to show it because it's probably like a HIPAA violation or something like that. Huh. That's interesting. Weird. Huh. Somebody just dumped their I guess I should pick it up and take it to the authorities or something. But I'm not going to mess with it, at least not now. Yeah, always carry, you know, it's good depending upon where you are. If I'm in the backcountry, in permissible areas, you know, if it's bear country, and when I say bear, I just mean black bears. I feel pretty good in black bear country, just having bear spray, and you know, I'm okay with a 357 SIG, you know, a Glock 32. I think that's acceptable. You know, not for larger wildlife, but you know, it could be capable of stopping a bear if you were charged. Either that or a 9mm. I mean, there's value in having 19 round magazine in you know, say a Glock 19X. I mean, that's a you know, a safe feeling pocket companion. You know, well, not pocket because it's too big for a pocket. And then other times, you know, just something you know, something small and lightweight, like if you're wearing gym shorts or something like that, you know, like a Ruger LCP2 with ultralight ammo. That's always a good option, just because it's so light and compact, and it, you know, it doesn't. If you're carrying it in a pocket, it doesn't pull your pants down. So yeah, those are things. And you know, obviously, you know, like you were saying, Cody, I mean, always carry a good pocket knife. You never know when you might need to, you know, cut a piece of paracord. Speaking of paracord, always have paracord. It's very small, very lightweight, but there's a lot of things you can do with paracord in a survival situation. So, you know, if there's a few things to always carry, you know, always have a pocket knife. So that's why I keep to the city or the beach. There you go. Yeah, always have a pocket knife. Always have a watch. If permissible, you know, always have some sort of CCW. And you know, and if you're not having to carry concealed, you know, you're in the backcountry or whatever, where permissible, you know, make sure you got something good. I mean, ultimately, you know, in the crazier places like Alaska and the Rocky Mountains, you probably want something a 10mm or better. I would say a 10mm Glock at a minimum, but probably something, you know, like a 357 Magnum or a Casull, something along those lines. Because there's some big animals out there that'll, you know, and like it or not, I mean, moose. You don't think of a moose as a threatening animal, but, and I'm not, you know, I don't have a source for this, but from what I've heard from my research, I think there may be more fatalities from moose than from grizzly bears and black bears. Well, definitely than black bears. But yeah, I mean, those things will get you. But, you know, if you're smart and you don't carry around scented stuff and you always use the bear pulley system, SoCal says for a grizzly, a cannon. Yeah, I mean, you just got to be aware of your surroundings and, you know, don't make yourself a target for animals. And Cody says, I was a Boy Scout, always carry a knife, small flashlight, like an Olight. Yes, usually some trauma shears. I'm a nurse. I live in West Virginia, which has constitutional carry. Very cool. Yeah, that Olight, those are good, man. I've got an Olight Olight Balder Mini on the Glock 19X, and that thing is awesome, man, because I get the light, I get the green laser, and I get the convenience of USB rechargeability. So yeah, Olight makes some solid stuff. Yeah, I always have a flashlight. I failed to mention that. Yeah, that's super important. So Cal Seth said, this is why I camp at the Marriott, buddy. There you go. Hey, there, no matter where you are, there can be sketchy situations. So, always be prepared. That's something I always do. I mean, I don't assume anything, because it's a shady world. You gotta be careful, regardless of where you are. And the thing is, sometimes at good places, like not talking about animals, but talking about people with ill intent, they will frequent those resort areas and this, that, and the other, because they know that, number one, tourists are probably intoxicated. Number two, tourists probably aren't familiar with the area. And number three, tourists for the most part are just stupid. So, you can never assume that you're not a target, even if you think you're in a place that you feel is safe. So sometimes the areas that are perceived in one's head as the most safe are actually the most dangerous. Crime can happen anywhere. Yeah. So Cal Seth, you're right. True, you got to know the territory, and you got to know the people. I mean, somebody can be in a very, Cody says every town has a shady area. You're right. At least one shady area. I mean, you just got to be, streetwise too. You got to know how to understand the street lingo, and even how to speak the street lingo, because it's important. Because if potentially you can be in a bad situation, but if you're streetwise, you know the streets, and you can communicate effectively and non-threateningly, you can potentially defuse a situation. I mean, somebody else comes in that's not streetwise, they can be a target. But if someone is streetwise, they might be able to get through that situation or that potential encounter without any sort of problems. So, being streetwise is important. Brush up on your street skills. How to, it's just, for a lot of people, it's common sense, but, if you haven't traveled and you haven't been in a variety of different areas, you probably don't know the warning signs. It's not like when you walk in a shady area that there's going to be a sign that says danger, high voltage, keep out, or keep off. There's not a warning sign for everything, and that's the problem with society today. Everybody thinks that there's got to be a mile-long disclaimer on everything, and the reality is there's not. You can't put a disclaimer on everything. There's dangerous situations. So you got to be streetwise. You got to know how to survive on the wicked streets. So, yeah, just some words of streetwise wisdom. And I've been in some interesting scenarios. But yeah, and always, Cody, another thing, always carry a burner wallet. So what I mean by a burner wallet is that if you're somewhere that's potentially sketchy, what you want to do is have your burner wallet in your back pocket. And if you're mugged or whatever, and you have to surrender your wallet, what you can do is pull it out of your back pocket. In that burner wallet, you should have $5 or $15. You should have maybe one credit card that's actually valid, but only one. And you've got that number recorded somewhere so that if you're mugged, that you know exactly which card to cancel. And then have, some other miscellaneous junk in there, in your wallet. But just stuff that, if you're mugged, that you can surrender that wallet, and they think they've got your real wallet and they don't. And then you can cancel that one credit card. So, you know, and your actual wallet would be under your shirt in a concealed carry passport type holder. And you can find those on my website. Go to IrixGuy.com and you can find the concealed passport carrier like I use, and it actually even blocks RFID attacks. So, you know, more technically advanced, technologically skilled criminals can steal your credit card info by scanning your buttocks, you know, your wallet in your butt pocket. So, you know, keep that wallet in an RFID blocking carrier like I use to better protect yourself. And then also, you know, that is underneath your shirt so that, you know, if you are mugged, hopefully they won't find it. They'll just find your, you know, your wallet, your burner wallet, your back pocket. Yeah, there's just some things, man. You got to be prepared. Always assume the worst. And even if you assume the worst, you're not 100% safe. RFID blocking is key. You're right. SoCal Seth, I wouldn't go anywhere without RFID block. And there's other places I wouldn't go without a Glock. So, you know, just always be prepared. Always be prepared. So, on that note, not to scare everybody out of getting outdoors, but yeah, I've got barbecue ribs. Those are coming. The wings. The you know, the main thing, the review of this new revolutionary 650-foot range barbecue temperature monitoring device for the ambient temps and then also the meat temperatures. So I'm excited to film that, and you know, well, excited to film it because I get to eat the food, and then number two, I'm excited to share the video to see y'all's reactions and provide y'all with a link to order one. Again, 650-foot range. That blows my mind. And it's USB-C, USB Charlie, rechargeable. So it's high tech, man, and it's bright orange. And I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to spoil all the secrets. Ribs. What time should I be over? Well, I'm hopping on my PJ at let's see, hopping on the PJ at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'm heading to let's see, where am I heading? Oh yeah, I'm heading to Las Vegas. Yep, got to go to Las Vegas for the evening, so I'll be there and be back shortly. But yeah, so bunch of good stuff. Burning some fat out here, man. Burning that gut off. You can eat whatever you want to eat and drink whatever you want to drink in reason if you exercise. And see, I've already hit the gym, but now I'm hitting the cardio and I'm doing a live stream. So, you know, multitasking is super important. So this is, yeah, I'm excited. So that's coming, the revolutionary 650-foot range meat thermometer / ambient temperature probe. It's going to be awesome. So got that. Also got a lot of tutorial videos coming. People have asked. Got a lot of wristwatch content coming at Timepieces for tomorrow. Bunch of stuff in the wristwatch community to chat about. And then we've got, let's see, what else? Yeah, SoCal Seth, need to burn off before Vegas. Yep, sure do. That's the only way to do it, is to burn it off, because if you don't, then it just like adds up, man. But if you maintain, again, you know, I use a 2-finger rule. If I can stick 2 fingers between my underwear and my butt, then I'm not fat. But if I can only get 1 finger in there, then I'm starting to get too fat, so I got to reduce my food intake, drink a lot more water, and work out more until I can stick 2 fingers in, then I'm not too fat. So, you know, there's easy ways to do it. People can get really overly scientific about dieting. And my form of dieting is just eating whatever. And, you know, again, but being aware and continuing to monitor the waistline with those 2 fingers. And, you know, if I can't stick 2 fingers between my underwear and my butt, then I'm getting too fat. So that's how I do it. It's easy to monitor. Easy, easy, easy. But the secret is, though, with anything else, drink a ton of water, do proper cardio. The gym is important because people don't have to. Barry's Steakhouse at Circa is a blast. I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, but strength training is important, not just because people want to look toned and buff. Strength training is important because you actually, when you do strength training as opposed to cardio, and again, do both for optimal results in most people. But when you do strength training, you tear your muscles and then they heal. And part of that muscle healing process, it's also burning calories. So, so for today, for example, I did a very hardcore chest and shoulder workout and abs. And now I'm doing cardio. So the result will be that, my muscles will heal. That will burn calories. The act of taking this walk has caused me to burn more calories. And then I'll just go and, smoke barbecue ribs and drink some rum. So, you just got to be aware. You got to be aware of the, it's a balancing act. So, you just got to do all that stuff. And just keep it all tracked. It's the easy way to do it. But yeah, so I got the ribs coming. I'll be doing a video of that. I may do a live stream. Why not? Why not? But yeah, I'm stoked. And again, I appreciate all y'all super chats during the previous live shows. And if anybody wants to super chat during this live show, whoa, go ahead. Easy to do. You just click that little super chat button. Great way to choose to support the channel. Not required. Let's see here. A bird flew over. I saw a shadow, and I thought I was about to get hit by a car. That's not good. Not at all. Yep, and never assume, again, as we always discuss during these live walk shows, never assume that just because you're in an abandoned parking lot or in the grass, that a car that's distracted while driving, texting while driving, that they won't hit you, because they can. When somebody's text messaging and driving, they don't necessarily know they're on a road or not. Parking lot may feel like a road when they're distracted. So always be situationally aware. And I think that would be a good invention. What if, you can get cars and stuff that have, and drones that have obstacle avoidance sensors. So what if, this would be a cool invention if anybody wants to go in on it. I would love to work with someone, but what if there's like a visor or a baseball cap or maybe just a sweatband, and it's app linked, it links with your Android or iPhone, and what it does while you're walking, if there's somebody or a car, a motorcycle, a bicycle, or whatever coming close, that it'll beep and vibrate. So like right now, if there was a distracted driver in, say, a Tesla or something, a very quiet vehicle, maybe a Prius, but they were distracted and they were about to hit me, I could have like obstacle avoidance system built into my hat or my sweatband on my head. How cool would that be? Or maybe built into the back of tennis shoes, the front and the side, so that, you're always aware of the hazards that may be coming your way. So, just something to be aware of. I think that'd be a cool invention. Y'all think it'd be good? I know it'd take a lot of money, but it takes money to make money, so always remember that. And sometimes a risk is money well spent. Sometimes, you lose it all because it was a bad idea. There's been a lot of bad ideas brought to market that people thought were good, but unless you try, you never know. So that's the most important thing. That is the most important thing. Okay, burn day. very moderate amount of calories. 147 so far. A lot of seniors in my area. Always got to be on the lookout. Yeah, man. They can be dangerous too. Actually, possibly even more dangerous than a texting while driving driver or an intoxicated driver. You know, I mean, you never know. These roads, these wicked roads, you know, they're covered with people that are unsafe for different reasons. So always be situationally aware. Never let your guard down. Yep. Wee, brand new line here. Wow. It's impressive. Super chat, super chat, super chat. If anybody super chats, I'll have to bring out the didgeridoo during a studio show. I still owe a didgeridoo blow for several people. I know that there's several people that SoCal Seth, I owe him one. I owe Fern Blitz. I owe, let's see, who was the other guy during one of the last ones? I got a laundry list of people that I owe a celebratory sound of the super chat didgeridoo sound for. Oh, and if y'all haven't checked out the IrixGuy's Adventure Channel merch store, look down below, man. I got it linked down there. I've got my design team has created a lot of stuff. We got t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, pint glasses, stickers, and more. So check it out. Yep. You can also go to IrixGuy.com and click merch on there, and you can get to my merch store. And there's a particular item you'd like my team to develop, you know, let me know, and I'll see if I can get it created and added to the merch store. So that's a big component of the channel. And the stuff, I find it to be comfortable, man. I wear, especially the timepieces for tomorrow merch. I wear the hooded sweatshirt, which I found, I've washed it several times too, man, and it's very soft. You just like to say didgeridoo, didgeridoo. Got the didge, dude. Gotta get the didge out, man. I remember I used to take the didge out on the boat, on the Yarkodius, one of Captain IrixGuy's vessels, and it was funny because you'd go out there and get that didgeridoo out, and people come by, you know, you anchored up with your didgeridoo. They're like, what's that? 90% of the people that I encountered had never seen or heard a didgeridoo. So it's an impressive sound making device, without a doubt. So, yep, just gonna get a quick, right now I'm at about 30 minutes, so I'm, you know, just a brisk, well, this wasn't even a brisk walk, this was just a casual walk and talk is all this was. So, but I'll make it up tomorrow. I'll burn a ton of calories. I'll probably hike 12 miles tomorrow and burn off the wings and the ribs, you know, and the rum. Got to have rum. Any Bahamas trips in the works? You know, I want to get back down there. Actually, I know that London did away with the vaccine requirement. At least that's my understanding. And I'm wondering if, and I haven't checked with the Allens, I know that the USVI, I don't think you have to have a vax. And I'm not sure, I think Jost Van Dyke in the British Virgin Islands, I think you may still have to have a vax there. So I may actually check out the Bahamas instead of the United States Virgin Islands. Because see, if I go to the USVI, and they're great, and St. John is one of my favorite islands, but when I'm there, I'm just gonna be itching to go over to Jost Van Dyke. You know, I gotta hop on my boat and go over there to Sake Dollar Bar. So that would kind of be a tease. It's kind of like you're down there, but you can't go across the waterway because you chose not to get a vaccine. So yeah, so I'm gonna check out some non-vax friendly tropical destinations. That's Actually, that'll be a good video series because, and again, I'm not anti-vax. You know, don't take me that way. But I just chose not to get the vax, and I've got a lot of people that I know that that did. They made the choice to get it, which is fine, but I didn't. So there's certain places I can't go because of that requirement. So I've got to be, you know, I don't want to get in a situation where, well, what if I'm going somewhere by airplane and then the airplane gets rerouted? But I guess if you're flying private, it doesn't matter. But if it was for some reason rerouted and then, I don't know, it's, what if you ended up somewhere where,
okay, it's no big deal that you don't know.
That was funny, my Apple Watch, it said it's no big deal you don't know. That's funny, that is funny. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna check that out because I've got some more Captain IrixGuy will sell again soon. I'm itching to get out there on the boat, on the water, in the Caribbean. Buy some more rum. I'm running low, man. Running low. SoCal says, I hear you, buddy. I got the one shot, not getting another. Yeah. And, you know, again, it was a choice. And it was, here's the thing. And this is the thing. This is my take on that. This isn't political. This is sales. So anytime that somebody is trying to get me to buy something and they're going out of their way, or my perception is that they're going out of their way to try to convince me to buy something, it works in the opposite way. Because if somebody's trying to convince, you know, try to be too pushy about something, there's probably a reason why. And probably what they're selling is probably not all that it's pumped up to be. So, you know, with that being said, that was the big deterrent that, you know, because I take the flu shot, man. I've taken that for several years. And actually, I think the flu shot's helped me because I haven't, to my knowledge, I haven't had the flu for a few years. But this other thing, man, I was scared to death of it because it was just too much of a pump and a push. It was like, get it, get it, get it. And I'm like, no, don't want it, you know? So, I don't know. It's a choice. It was a choice I made. But, you know, the bad part is that now I've got to be, you know, very vigilant when I'm researching travel destinations, which I don't mind, but it's annoying. And I just hope that everyone follows the United Kingdom's lead, you know, because London, I don't think you have to have a vax to be over there now. So that's pretty cool. And it's amazing that a place like London would have done that. So yeah, I hope it follows to all the other countries as well. That's basic sales knowledge, right? Yeah, no doubt. See, if you want to sell something, you got to make people feel like they're finding something. Because, you know, the sale where somebody just happens to stumble upon something, in their mind, subconsciously, they feel like it was meant to be. So if you plan all the things that might lead someone to something that you're selling, then that's not like a pushy sell. That's not like, hey, buy. You know, it's not like you're trying to drag them to the store to buy whatever you're selling. But, you know, if it's just kind of casual clues here and there, and, you know, people feel as if they found something, then, you know, that's a sale that usually converts into an actual sale. But yeah, again, back to that vax thing, I just felt like it was a pushy sell. Why do I want it? You know? I mean, anyway, I'm glad all that stuff's over with finally. But still, there's still a lot of places that don't allow you to enter without it. So I wouldn't say it's officially 100% over. Anyway, yeah, good stuff. So appreciate y'all tuning in. SoCal Seth, always a pleasure, sir. Always good to have you. And y'all be safe. I'm going to go. Let's see. Mike says, I just browsed the Caribbean vaccination requirement. Other than Puerto Rico, most require vaccines and testing. Yeah. And see, Puerto Rico, St. Croix, St. John, St. Thomas, those are the US VI. So I guess if I went down there, I would just stay in the US VI. But you get into Tortola and Joost Van Dyke, that kind of stuff. You're in the British governor. Just keep waiting, I guess. Yeah. Hey, I've been there a lot, and it's great. One of my favorite places, man. Favorite thing to do is to get on that boat and go over to, hop on the boat in St. John and head over to Joost Van Dyke. So, yeah, it's frustrating. But on that note, y'all be safe. I'm gonna go smoke some ribs. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be posting that 650 foot range ambient and meat temperature probe. This app